We are recording. Okie dokie. So, tight ends today, boys. Your options are Tyler Warren, Colston Loveland, Hunter Henry, and Dalton Schultz. All guys who are like middle of the pack, whether they're older or younger.
I'm gonna go with Colston Loveland.
Is that in any way Idaho biased?
No, not even. It's because of how well he produced for the Bears.
He did so good.
hmm
Well, John, I'm going to go with the guy who was pretty dang solid on your team. Give me Hunter Henry.
Yeah, he wasn't.
hmm
He was not terrible at all. Oh, what did I just do? He wasn't that bad with the Chargers. I honestly thought it was a bit of a surprise when they decided to let him go.
I thought so too, but he's done well with the Patriots too.
Mm-hmm. I
Consistently not fantastic, but consistently good.
mm-hmm. I myself am going Tyler Warren. Penn State's my favorite school to watch. I have the whiteout game on my bucket list of games to go to, and I watched him quite a bit when he was there, and he was a stud as like a much bigger and better version of Taysom Hill, being that all around jackknife player. Beast. All right. Well, short and sweet. Welcome back, ladies and gents. We are the Backseat Coaches, and today, buckle up. This one might get a little long. We are hitting you with a mock draft today, since the draft is in 2 weeks, like 2.5 weeks from the day that we're recording this. And as I am now looking at the news, Dexter Lawrence has just requested a trade from the Giants.
Uh-huh. Come to LA, baby. Come to LA.
Whoa. Okay, that's been out for a couple hours. How am I just now seeing this? Huh. I didn't think he'd ever want to leave New York, but I guess when you're no, you just got John Harbaugh, and
I was
he's
going to
made
say,
some
you just hired a new coach.
he's made some decent changes to the team already. Why would you want to leave? I'd say stick out a season to see how it goes first.
And Dart played okay last year
Mm-hmm.
when he was in.
Yeah, it's not his fault his defense couldn't stop anybody.
That's not his fault that Scadaboo got hurt.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was unfortunate.
Mm-hmm. Watching those two play together, so much fun.
hmm
And then other big news before we get to the mock draft. I assume you both have seen the Kirk Cousins contract.
I'm
Yeah.
not.
No, you haven't seen it, Aaron? Okay.
Kirk Cousins signed 4 years, right?
He signed with the Raiders, and no one knew what the thing was. It was originally announced that it was going to be a 1 year, $20 million fully guaranteed contract. It then came out later that there's a bunch of options added onto it that total out to 5 years, $172 million.
Oh my gosh.
You thought the Malik Willis signing was bad.
See,
At
but
least Kirk Cousins has proved himself, though.
yeah, he's proved
5
himself.
He's like 36 or 37
He is
now.
he is 37, and they gave him up to a 5 year deal.
He's not Tom Brady. I don't think he'll be playing until he's 42.
So a 1 year deal, 20 million guaranteed. The deal includes a club option for 2 years at 80 million and could be worth up to 172 million over 5 years. On top of that guaranteed 20 million, he has a fully guaranteed $10 million roster bonus or signing bonus.
And they're drafting. They're
And they're
in all
take-
likelihood drafting Fernando.
Mm-hmm.
What are we doing?
Well, Kubiak did come out and said that he doesn't want to have to start Mendoza immediately. He wants to have that veteran there, whether it's just there as a backup or he does start at the beginning of the year, which is smart. Because, I mean, you look at the Packers over the last two quarterbacks that they drafted. Jordan Love sat behind Rodgers for a couple years. Aaron Rodgers sat behind Brett Favre for a couple years, and they have never had a quarterback issue. The worst time to draft a quarterback is when you need one.
But that deal.
Yeah, no, that's rough. One more year for just about the same amount of money that the Falcons gave him.
Yeah. And he's 30. He's 37. He's not. This isn't prime like Kirk O'Chains we're talking about here.
No. This isn't you like that anymore.
On,
It's not.
and still, the Falcons are paying him $8.7 million this year. You want to talk about highway robbery? This is insane. And then I saw something. This is the... how many years? This will be the 11th straight season that Kirk Cousins has had a fully guaranteed contract to play on. And that's including the 2 franchise tags that he played on in Washington.
This man knows how to negotiate.
Whoever his agent is, he needs to hook him up with Mendoza. Because this is ridiculous. $172 million over 5 years if they decide to keep him that long.
That's a lot of cash.
If the intention is to keep him as a backup after this year, you cannot pick up that option and have him be the most expensive backup in the league again.
No, you can't.
Especially with all the free agents they signed, there's no way you can hold that kind of cap space. There's no way.
No.
Wow, what a mess of a deal.
It's gonna be interesting. I'm also looking at the Raiders depth chart. They have a tall secondary. You got Darian Porter and Isaiah Polamau, whatever his name is. They're both 6'4", and then you got Jeremy Chin at 6'3".
Yeah, very tall.
I mean, obviously their coverage plays a huge factor in it, but that's not exactly the easiest to throw against. The Raiders
It's really not.
The Raiders might be scary this year. More so than we were thinking last year, but
Well, they played the free agency game very well too.
they did. They're also going to be playing with a 4th place schedule, so
Yeah.
I don't think they'll benefit from that as much as the Patriots did this past year.
No, I don't think we'll see the Raiders in a Super Bowl
No.
from it, but
Maybe a late wild card spot, but I don't see them. I can't see them winning a playoff game this year.
Definitely not.
not with Kirk and Mendoza.
Well, I say it's time we get on to making ourselves a mock draft. So,
I say so.
John, I know you did you like make one?
I got about halfway through it.
Okay,
But-
that's fine.
So I'm gonna do.
The intention was
Good.
I was going to have us like alternate picks and create a mock draft amongst ourselves.
Oh, okay.
So please feel free to use yours on what you have if any of your players are still sitting there when you have your pick. I do have a wheel with our names on it to decide who's going to pick in what order. So I'm going to bring that up and spin that real quick. Also, ignore the fact that my phone just dropped to 20%. I've been on it quite a bit today. So, obviously, we'll be alternating.
Guys, stop doom scrolling.
Obviously, we will alternate every 3 picks. So,
Hmm.
one person will unfortunately have to sacrifice their final pick since there's 32. So, whoever's picking third is the unfortunate loser in this. So, spinning first, or picking first, which with round one, it's going to be the easiest pick ever. We got John going.
So I make 3 picks.
No, 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 no. So you're picking first, and then you'll go every third pick.
Oh,
So like
okay.
you'll have
All right.
one, then you'll have four, and we're going like that. So who's getting shafted, me or Aaron? I am
I
getting
get to fix
shafted.
this out. Okay.
Aaron, so it'll go John, Aaron, then me as we go through this draft together. So, John, whenever you are ready, go ahead and get us started.
I mean, I think we all know it's been very, worst kept secret who number one overall is going. So give me Mendoza.
Fernando Mendoza to the Raiders.
Yeah.
There's no question.
It was like Trevor Lawrence in 2021.
However, a lot of people look at this the same way they did Cam Ward last year. He's not exactly worth people don't think he's exactly worth the first overall pick, but because of his position value, it's going to bump him all the way up.
Right.
All right.
So I'm going to go with.
If you want me to read off what this website says they have as team needs, just let me know. I'll let you know.
Well, I've got a website
You-
pulled up too
okay.
on CBS. So I'm going to give the Jets. I guess this is a pretty highly touted prospect here. I'm going to give the Jets Arvell Reese.
Okay. Am I crazy? I thought Arvell Reese was an off-ball linebacker. My thing says he's an edge rusher.
Yeah, so does mine.
I was like, am I crazy? I was pretty sure he was a
I mean,
I thought he
his
lined up off ball with Sonny Styles.
his stats for last year were 40 solo tackles, 70 total tackles, I guess. 6.5 sacks and no interceptions. So that sounds like an edge rusher to me.
Maybe he was
However,
more like an edge rusher in the same style that Pete Carroll used Bruce Irvin.
maybe so. The CBS article that I've got pulled up says he's a hybrid.
Yeah, so
Okay. You can do a
prob-
little bit of both.
probably just a better version of Bruce Irvin in that aspect.
Maybe so. They said a comp is like Micah Parsons.
Micah Parsons can work in pass coverage too, because I think he started as an off-ball linebacker. That's what he was drafted as, was an off-ball linebacker, and then he got switched to edge rusher. I remember that. So for the Cardinals, they do need offensive line, and I know there is a lot of high praise for Francis Mauigoa. I probably butchered that, out of Miami. And I know offensive line help is the most important thing, because better to draft O-line and build that up before you take your quarterback, so that way your quarterback doesn't die when he goes back there. So
Very important.
yeah, Mauigoa from Miami is my pick for Arizona.
Okay. My pick for Tennessee remains the same. It was Jeremiah Love. It's still Jeremiah Love.
Yeah, if he doesn't go there, I'm not sure how far he falls, because anybody else who needed a running back, which I think would have just been the Chiefs, Oh, maybe
Well,
Cleveland.
not anymore.
Yeah, no,
Cleveland.
Cleveland might have needed it back. I've heard some things about him maybe going to the Giants, but if you have Scadaboo coming back, I wouldn't be worried about it because Tyrone Tracy's a good rotational guy. He's just not a good starter. Cleveland,
Yeah.
I don't know what Cleveland has anymore. Oh, they got Quinshawn Judkins. They don't need a running back.
No, they don't need.
Yeah, they'll be fine.
I forgot about him. His
Maybe.
spin,
Go ahead.
his spin move in college football is broken.
I think maybe Washington. I don't know who they have as a running back anymore. Because, oh, Jacoby
Um,
Krosky Merritt, or whatever his name is.
isn't Alexander Madison still there?
I don't know, but I know he's not getting good reps because he hasn't been great.
So they have Krosky Merritt, they have Jeremy McNichols, they have Rashad White and Jerome Ford.
Oh, they picked up Jerome Ford. I missed that. Okay, so they're not hurting, but Jeremiah Love would definitely be an upgrade. Saints have
Yeah, it wouldn't hurt.
Saints have Alvin Kamara and Trevor Achan, as he said his name is now pronounced, which is stupid, but it's his name. And then Chiefs took Kenneth Walker out of free agency. After that, I really have no idea where he would have fallen. Maybe he could have fallen all the way down to Seattle. And I think if he's sitting there with Seattle's pick, they would take him. But I really don't think he falls that far. I think he goes to the Titans too. All right, Aaron, you're up.
Okay, I'm looking at the Giants team needs here. I think one mock draft I looked at had them getting. Yeah, I'll go with this. Let's give the Giants Caleb Downs.
That's also where I expect
Mm,
him to go.
all right, all
I
right.
I think he's a top 5 pick, but I don't think any of the teams above the Giants need Caleb Downs as bad as they do those other positions.
No.
And if he's sitting there at 5, the Giants are going to take him, or someone's going to trade up to take him. So that doesn't worry me in the slightest. Cleveland is an interesting pick because I have no idea what they need. I'm seeing offensive tackle, wide receiver, quarterback. Obviously, they need a quarterback. And then they need interior offensive line pretty bad. There is not a wide receiver that I can see worthy of going this high, but it's Cleveland. They like to reach, especially because of who their owner still is and how much power he likes to flaunt about. They're going to take Carnell Tate.
You think so?
Oh, yeah. I don't question it.
All right. That's fair. I didn't think he'd fall down this far, but the Commanders need an edge rusher, and Sonny Styles is still on the board.
Your pick is Sonny Styles?
Yep, for the Commanders. They it says they fell to 24th in the league in pass rush last year.
Yeah, that's pretty pitiful.
Hmm.
Doesn't help when you I mean, I know their team got hurt a lot. I don't know what affected the defensive line in terms of injury. Washington had a massive fall from grace.
Hmm. They had a Cinderella year, I think.
That might have been it. So here I am with the Saints now. The biggest need I really see for them is they don't have much going on at wideout outside of Chris Olave.
Well, they
'Cause
just lost Shaheed.
yeah, they lost Shaheed to the world champion Seahawks. Let me look at their depth chart here. See who they even have. Well, let's look at their roster. Can I filter this? Yeah, they don't. They don't really have anybody.
Mm-mm.
Yeah, outside of Chris Olave, you got nobody.
I think the only other
So
person I could name on the Saints receiving core is Dante Pettis.
let's see. Is he even still there?
I think he is.
I don't see him on here.
No?
So Devontae or Dante Pettis might be gone. Ronnie Ronnie Bell, I guess.
Oh.
See, Jalen Polk.
Oh, I forgot he was in New Orleans.
But yeah, really no big difference
Mm-hmm.
makers here. So I think the Saints are going to go for Makai Lemon.
Ooh. Okay. Not a bad choice. I have heard some things that Jordan Tyson's draft stock is starting to fall. Why it's falling, I don't know. I didn't look into that. But I've seen some things that it's starting to fall. So I have the Chiefs. They are in need of some pass rush help because they didn't have a lot of pressure off the edge from what I remember this past season. And Chris Jones is starting to really age now.
Hmm.
There's not a defensive tackle who is exactly worthy of going this high. And I think an edge rusher is more important than a defensive back at the moment. So I am going to give the Chiefs Reuben Bain Jr. out of Miami.
Okay, okay, that's realistic. I don't think they've had, so to say, like a high caliber edge rusher
Mm-mm.
in a long time, if ever.
Not
But
since Justin Houston and or Tamba Ali.
yeah, not since then. No. Do I have the Bengals?
Yeah, this is you, John.
Okay. Let me look. What do the Bengals need? They need an O line, right?
So my website shows defensive tackle, safety, linebacker, edge, and corner. Basically the entire defense.
Okay, okay.
For once, O
Is it-
line is not the biggest need that they need to worry about.
Well, we know how they feel about their LSU boys. And projected at 12 to the Cowboys, actually. According to Fox Sports, is Mansour Delane,
Mm-hmm.
a corner to LSU. But with how much they need presence in the secondary, I think he'd be a good fit there as well.
So Manzor Delane's your pick?
Yeah, that's my pick.
Okay.
And I've got the Dolphins. We all know what their biggest need is on the team, and that is help from above. But as far as a, as far as a position, they need receivers.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Malik Willis is not going to succeed if his number one wide receiver or skill position player of any kind is Tutu Atwell, the Rams' former number 4.
Yeah.
And so I was looking at Jordan Tyson. His stock has fallen just a little bit because of the injury history.
Ah, okay.
But I'm giving him to the Dolphins because that's what they really need is wide receiver.
When we can't. You're like you're not the Panthers with Christian McCaffrey. You're not the Rams with what was it Marshall Falk. You're not going to
No.
succeed with a thousand back in Devon Achan. That's not going to work. There's no way. Tutu Atwell cannot be your best receiver.
No. And with those two teams that you mentioned, CMC on the Panthers and Marshall Falk on the Rams, there were good wide receivers on those teams when those thousand players played.
Mhm.
You had somebody there. You had I don't think it was no, it wasn't late career Steve Smith, but the Panthers had some okay wide receivers. Like I think you had
It was 2019, so they had DJ Moore and Curtis Samuel. It was the last year
yeah.
of Greg Olson. Did they have? I think that might have been it for wide receivers. But still, that's four very solid receiving threats.
Mm.
On top of that was the year that was the second year that Cam Newton started going down with injuries, where it really hindered their season because that's when they had a small stint with Taylor Heineke, and that was Kyle Allen's big year, where he started off his season going like 4-0 and then completely lost it at the end.
Yeah. Yeah, and then you had Falk's thousand season was the greatest show on turf, winning the Super Bowl. So you had Isaac Bruce and Torrey Holt.
Mm-hmm.
Achan is good, but the Dolphins need wide receivers.
Yeah, no, they need him bad. I wouldn't be shocked if they took more than Tyson. Maybe not in the second round, but I could definitely see them taking another receiver in the third. Right.
Yeah, more than likely.
So I am up next with the Cowboys, and I can't think of any of the corners that they have on their roster outside of Deron Bland. I have yeah, I couldn't name one. So I think
Trayvon Diggs.
no, he's not there. He's a free agent because he got waived. Remember,
Oh yeah,
he was a Packer for like 3 games,
that's right. That's right.
and he is still sitting in free agency. I've seen some things about Seattle going to pick him up, but I'm okay. I don't need our corner three giving up 500 yards because he's too worried about trying to get himself an interception. But
Stat padding.
But since I can't think of any corners outside of Deron Bland, and Deron Bland has been having some injury issues recently, I think this guy has also been having some as well towards the end of his college career. But Jermod McCoy out of Tennessee being the best
Okay.
being the best corner on the board, you got to take him. You got to do something to deal with AJ Brown if he's still there. I've seen something that he could get traded to the Patriots in June. However, I think it would be a draft day trade if he goes anywhere. You got to deal with Scary Terry, Devonta Smith, Malik Neighbors if he's the same guy coming back after he's healthy. It's not going to be. You can't just rely on Deron Bland to cover everybody.
No, you can't.
All right. So for the Rams, they it's kind of hard to decide what they need. It's kind of what don't they need at this point.
Mm-hmm.
They did really well with what they had, but what I think could help get them to the next level, minus a controversial 2 point conversion, is another, I guess, threat. You got Puka, you got Devontae Adams, but who do you have at tight end?
Not a
You got
bona
Higbee.
fide. Yeah, you don't have a bona fide
Not
superstar.
exactly. And the top tight end in the draft is Kenyon Sadiq out of Oregon. I think you take a chance on him. He was insane to watch.
Mm-hmm.
He averaged 11 yards per reception, so he averages first down every time he touches the ball. Uh, I don't know if that counts. He has 6 rushing yards, but that doesn't mean anything.
No.
Um, I think if they want to beef up their offense even more than they already have, and you know hurt themselves with cap later, Kenyon Sadiq is your option.
I think the only reason why that could be countered in any way is because I know Colby Parkinson, he signed a 3-year deal 2 years ago, so he's going into the last year of that deal. So I guess that goes into question. But they also just re-signed Tyler Higbee as well. But I do think that taking
Tyler,
Kenyon Sadiq
mhm.
as
Higbee is also 33 years old, though.
yeah, no, there's reason to say that this won't happen, but there's also some reasons why this is a really good pick for the Rams.
Definitely. And then I've got the Ravens. Surprisingly, that looks like they need a lot of help on defense. They did bring in Trey Hendrickson, which was really helpful. They brought in Jalen Hawkins, I guess, for depth there at safety. But they lost Draymond Jones and Ardarius Washington. So I'm going to say they take a gamble on another edge rusher to complement Hendrickson. Give me David Bailey out of Texas Tech.
You can't go wrong with beefing up the front seven because looking back, when Tom Brady had his first year in Tampa, I didn't think the defense was going to hold out very well because no one in the secondary was proven. Because was that it was either rookie or second year Antoine Winfield. I don't
It was
remember.
rookie.
He was a rookie that year.
Yeah.
Yeah, it like nobody was proven, so I didn't think that it was going to go that well. But then they were able to just generate so much pressure that the secondary didn't have to do as much work as you would expect them to have to do.
Yeah, because that front seven, you had Ndamukong Suh, you had
There's William Golston, Shaq Barrett, Jason
Devin White.
Pierre-Paul, Devin White, Levante David, um, Vita Vea.
That's a mean front seven.
It is. That's terrifying.
So yeah, give me some front seven help there for the Ravens.
Well, Tampa, there's not exact according to this, their highest need is an edge rusher. Now that David Bailey is gone, there's not exactly an edge rusher worth taking that high anymore at 15. But I do think that they could take a little bit of a reach to still beef up that defensive line and take Peter Woods out of Clemson to get that interior, because you don't like the only person left from that front seven that we just mentioned from Tampa Bay is Vita Vea, and he's not much of a pass rusher. He's a really
No.
good run stuffer who can occasionally get a sack.
Yeah.
So you need a pass rushing defensive tackle to complement him, and I think Peter Woods is a good option to take there. Slight reach, but not outrageously bad of a pick. At least in my eyes.
Fair enough.
All right. So the Jets. Who do the uh who do the Jets pick up? They got their they got it from the Colts, I guess.
Yeah, this was from the
Trade.
Ahmad. I'm not calling him Sauce. As Ahmad Gardner.
It's from the Sauce Gardner trade.
Yeah.
Okay. Um Well, Ty Simpson. They're so like lost. There, there's not a right pick and there's not a wrong pick. What they're gonna pick is gonna help them regardless. And who do they have? They have Justin Fields, right?
No, they have
Oh
Geno
no, not
Smith
anymore.
now,
They have Geno.
which
Well, Geno's not coming off of a great year.
no, but Aaron Glenn believes he's going to take him to the promised land. He said that
Aaron
Why did he
Aaron
say that?
Aaron Glenn had said some pretty
last
bad
year.
takes though.
Last year it was he got his guy in Justin Fields. This year it's Geno Smith can take us to the promised land.
As a Seahawks fan, no, he can't.
Nope. I after that second year, I knew it wasn't going to get any better.
It was entertaining, but we knew we weren't going to the bowl.
Yeah, there's
Yeah, yeah. There's you can't hurt yourself by drafting Ty Simpson.
if the okay if I have a hard time seeing the Jets take Ty Simpson in the first round, but if they do decide to do so, taking him at 16 is a lot smarter than taking him at 2.
Well, they're known for not really knowing what to do when it comes to drafting.
Oh, I know. I know. But it's a lot smarter for them to take him at 16 than it is to go at 2. The same way the Jets or the Giants did with Abdul Carter and Jackson Dart last year, trading back
Yeah.
up into the late first to go get Dart.
Mhm.
Aaron, the floor is yours with Detroit.
With Detroit. So, biggest need I'm seeing is you need an offensive tackle to go opposite Penei Sewell. Give me Spencer Fano from Utah.
Here's the interesting question though. So Taylor Decker retired. That's why they need an offensive tackle. Do you keep Penei Sewell on the right side, or do you do what the Bucks did with Tristan Wirfs and move him over to the left?
I think if you bring in that high rated of a rookie tackle, you gotta put Sewell on the left.
I'd want him covering my blind side.
I mean, no matter how good the rookie is, you'd probably trust Penei Sewell more if you're Jared Goff.
And I know Penei Sewell was a left tackle in college. The only reason he started at right tackle when he got to the league was because they had the established Taylor Decker there already. And you don't want to mess that up.
No.
The Vikings. Oh. I got a perfect guy for the Vikings. You just released Harrison Smith, your longtime safety. I know you haven't ruled out bringing him back, but I think a good replacement for him is Dylan Thineman, safety out of
Feynman.
Oregon. Thineman.
He's pretty good.
I I think he's got some potential. I didn't get to watch a lot of him, but I did see a little bit of the. I know I watched him play an A game this year. I don't remember which one. I saw him for a little bit. That's what I'm trying to take away from here, and he was pretty solid. So yeah,
Okay.
that's my pick. He's gonna be a decent replacement for Harrison Smith, and maybe could eventually become as good as Harrison Smith, but obviously not right out the gates.
Right.
All right. Do I have the Panthers, right?
Yes.
All right. Well, it's no secret what Bryce Young needs. He needs to not get hit so much all the time. He's not a Josh Allen type. He's not a big guy.
Mm-hmm.
So he needs protection. I'm not saying Josh Allen doesn't need protection, but Monroe Feeling from Georgia, uh, some offensive line help. That's kind of it.
Yeah, because I mean, you got Ika Mekwanu, who's starting to get better.
Hmm.
You have Taylor Morton on the other side, who's good, but I know he's aging because he's 35, 34. He's getting up there in years. And I know that's not like
Yeah.
crazy old for an offensive lineman, but you still got to worry about that. Interior, I don't know exactly who they have, but I know it's not terrible. So I don't worry too much, but getting an edge protector is definitely the right move.
Hmm.
Absolutely. Then we got me with the Cowboys pick. Mac, you added their secondary, correct?
Yeah, I took Jermod McCoy as a corner.
Okay. So the other need I'm seeing, I'm doubling down on defense. They need help on the D line, and they got some of it. They brought in Rashawn Gary. They brought in Tyrus Wheat. Um, I don't know if him specifically if he's an um, off-ball linebacker or a rusher, but still helping that front seven. They got Otito Ogbonia. I probably totally butchered that, but I think they need a little more because they lost Solomon Thomas.
Mm,
So I think Jerry Jones, I think, is a gambling man. So I'm gonna say he takes Cassius Howell from Texas
Okay.
A&M.
Cassius Howell. Where is he on my list? Why am I not seeing him? What position is he?
Edge rusher.
Edge. Cassius Howell. Oh, there he is. Took me long enough. All right, Pittsburgh. Where do you need help? What you truly need is a wide receiver to complement DK because you. Oh, no, you don't. You have Michael
You
Pittman
got
now,
Pittman.
and you still have a decent tight end group. So you do not need a wide receiver. You do not need help with the receiving core. You could use a solid running back, but there's no one else worth taking in the first round. So that's off the table. You need a quarterback. There's no more worth taking in the first round. So that's also off the table. You don't exactly need help in the secondary, but I know you have a small hole at safety because one, Jalen Ramsey's getting old, even though you moved him back there to help compensate for his age, and you don't have anybody exactly good enough to line up alongside him. But once again, not any good enough safeties to warrant taking at 21. So that leaves me with offensive line. And they do need a guard. I assume they're going to take this guard out of Penn State that I really don't want to try and say his name because I will butcher the living crap out of that. I have no idea how to say that.
Out of Penn State. Let's see.
If anyone else would like to take a try at that, go ahead. I am not going to touch it, but that is my pick. Which I believe he's also the
Okay.
best guard prospect in the draft, too.
Yeah, I'm not gonna try that. I'm not gonna try that. I'm good. I'm good.
it's not it's not a fun one.
Let me see if I can find the name you're
Hold
looking.
on, hold on. Oleva Vega Ioane.
Yeah, no.
That
I'm not trying.
that ah well, personally, he's who I want the Chargers to pick up. But if we can't get him, I'm also okay with Emmanuel Pregnum.
The only other person I could see the Steelers taking there would be Caden Proctor, and it would be they're going to move him to guard or they're going to move one of their other tackles to guard, which I think would end up being Troy Fatano because I know he had an issue with his arms are shorter than the typical offensive tackle that you would
Mm,
want. Plus, it's a lot easier to move a tackle to the interior than it is to move an interior to offensive tackle. I mean, Seattle
yeah,
saw it with Justin Britt continuously moving inside each time.
yeah. So yeah, I am begging the Chargers to pick a guard, um, be it Emmanuel Pregnan or I've completely forgot about him. Um, where is he? Caden Proctor. But for the sake of the podcast and for my pick, I'll say that the Chargers get Emmanuel Pregnon out of Oregon.
Okay.
Pregnon, pregnant, whatever. Yeah, one of those.
Pregnon.
Pregnon.
Then we got me with the Philadelphia Eagles.
Hmm.
If you're the if you are the Eagles GM right now, you're kind of panicking with your front seven situation, especially on the defensive line. You lost Jalen Phillips, you lost Aziz Ojulari, you lost Josh Uche, and you lost N'Kobe Dean. All out of there. So you need an edge. And I'll have to run this by you mock draft master. Has Keldrick Falk been taken?
He has not. He is still sitting on the board.
That's who I'm giving to the Eagles.
All right.
Desperately need edge rush help.
Okay, I'm back on the board. I got Cleveland.
For the
They,
second,
yep, they need. Oh, I get Cleveland both times. I guess. All right, I am now the general manager of the Cleveland Browns. It's my job now. You need an offensive
Sell
tackle.
the team. Sell the team.
That's not up to
Sell. I'm
me.
sorry.
I'm just the GM. I'm not the owner. You need offensive tackle help. Bad, because you lost pretty much your entire offensive line this year. You have made some good improvements, especially to the interior. You brought in Zion Johnson. Oh crap, who's the other guys? You have Tevin Jenkins, who did pretty good last year and did much better than he did in Chicago. I wanted him in Seattle, but I'm okay with him in Cleveland. And I think they still have Ethan Posick at center. I don't remember. No, they don't. They picked up Elgton Jenkins from the Packers. So you need offensive line help at tackle. Here's the question. Do you take Caden Proctor out of Alabama, or do you take Caleb Lomu out of Utah? The better answer is Caden Proctor because he plays in the SEC. There's a lot more proven talent there than there is in the Big 12, because I believe that's where Utah is now. Right? Am I getting that wrong?
I think you're right.
Utah Big 12.
Yeah. Is that right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Like, I can't, there's not a lot of players who come out of the Big 12 that you can, like, think of just right off the dome. So for the sake of that, I'm going to give them Caden Proctor, and hopefully he doesn't go down the same path that Jedrick Wills did.
Hopefully not.
Hmm.
Chicago is all yours, John.
So my pick for them, I have no idea what Chicago needs. They might. I don't. I just think that Zion Young from Missouri would be a good, counterpart to Montez Sweat.
You're evil. That's who I want Seattle to take in the first round if they don't trade out.
Zion Young,
Uh-huh.
he's.
He's been pulling some comparisons to DeMarcus Lawrence.
Hmm.
So if for some reason he's sitting there, I want Seattle to take him, but I I've seen a lot of things where that's too high, but then again, no one knows how this draft is going to go outside of round one, pick one. There's not a single thing that
Nope.
anybody can predict.
Nope.
Nope.
And I will 100% be having this up when we live stream the draft on Thursday, on the 23rd. We're going to see how bad we are at this. Obviously, trades are not going to factor into it because we can't
No.
predict. We can't predict that at all.
Nope. So here I am now with Buffalo. Biggest need I see for him is a little help on the interior of the offensive line. I'll give him Chase Basantis. Pretty
All
polished
right.
guard prospect. Out of Texas A&M?
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay, San Francisco. You know how bad I want to just make him take like a punter right here? Obviously,
Calm down, Al Davis. Calm down.
obviously, that's not going to happen. If you play this smart, you will take Caleb Lomu and have him be your replacement for Trent Williams, who either is not going to be there this year or it will probably likely be his last year in San Francisco. And he'll either go start at right tackle this year or he'll sit on the bench and learn and then maybe come in towards the end of the season. Maybe someone gets hurt, he gets thrusted into the lineup. But Caleb Lomu this late is the smart pick for the San Francisco 49ers.
Fair enough.
That's a good one. Mr. Draft Master, I have a question.
Yes.
Is Armaj Reed Adams off the table?
What position is he?
He is an offensive lineman at A&M.
I don't think he's off the board.
I don't think so. I'm just trying to find his name.
A lot of people have him as like a.
There he is. He is
Yeah, I think.
way down the board. Now, I don't know how accurate this website is to other websites. So I can't exactly say that this is where he should be lined up. This says he's prospect 291, but I don't know how accurate that's going to be.
Well, if he's falling that low. Okay, well, regardless, the Texans need. They need protection. CJ Stroud needs protection. I don't know if I want to pronounce this. Max Heanacor. He's an offensive tackle out of Arizona State.
Yeah, I see him. I don't know how to pronounce that
We'll
either.
just say that. We'll just say yeah.
You did lose Titus Howard when you traded him to Cleveland. That's the other guy. That's who Cleveland has. You're just missing the other tackle. Is that your pick for Houston?
Yeah, Max Heanacor.
However you say that.
I don't know.
We'll go with that. And then I've got the Chiefs with their second first round pick after the Trent McDuffie trade. They need help in the secondary bad.
You lost Brian Cook. You traded away Trent McDuffie because you didn't want to pay him.
Jalen Watson's gone.
He's also a Ram.
I'll have him take Chris Johnson out of San Diego State.
Ooh.
Ooh.
That's another guy I kind of want Seattle to go after.
Not my favorite Chris Johnson, but
No.
Chris Johnson.
The reason why I want Seattle to go after him is I know I know it's a big thing with oh, never mind. I thought he was taller. He's only 6 foot. I just want Seattle to go get a corner that's like 6'2" or taller to make up for the height that we lost in Tariq Woolen. Because we have two 6 foot corners in Job and Witherspoon. So I'm not worried about cover guys. I'm worried about a guy who can match up with someone like Mike Evans.
You're gonna need that twice a year.
All right, I'm back up with the Dolphins. This is my final pick the uh of the mock draft. We gave them a receiver. Can someone pull up who is in their secondary
For
for the Dolphins?
yeah,
Cuz I honestly couldn't think of a single name. They're all everybody I can think of is gone. Maybe if Fatu Melifonwu is still there.
okay, so they have for corners they have Darrell Baker, Alex Austin. Safeties they have Lonnie Johnson Jr. and Zane Anderson.
Okay, that answered my question. They're taking Avion
Yeah.
Terrell. If he's sitting there, they're taking Avion Terrell at 30.
Wait, what happened to Minka?
He got traded to the Jets for like a 6th round pick.
Oh, that's disrespectful. Okay. All right. I'm on to the Patriots, the losers of the Super Bowl.
Mm-hmm.
Um, well, so they I don't think another weapon would hurt. Denzel Boston from Washington is looking at me pretty good.
It,
Or looking to be pretty good.
mm-hmm. And I'm pretty sure that Stephon Diggs was released.
I don't think he's a Patriot anymore.
Mm-mm.
I don't think he's even on a team.
No, I'm pretty sure he's still sitting in free agency.
So I have the Patriots getting Denzel Boston out of Washington.
All right.
And Aaron gets to wrap it up with the greatest team of all time. Obviously, not biased there. Ignore the jersey that I'm wearing. That doesn't mean anything.
Hey,
Ignore the
so
original name of the podcast.
this should have been your pick, Mac, because I haven't read up on this draft as much. But one interesting prospect I saw, you bring in this guy to compete with Ty Okada for that safety spot opposite Julian Love, Emmanuel McNeil Warren.
Ooh. Okay. I don't know anything about this guy. Ooh, he's got some height. That's something we don't have in our. We haven't had that in the secondary since we lost Ryan Neal. But that rounds out the draft. I don't think this is a bad one at all. Obviously, we're not professionals, but it did give us wow, bleh. It gave us grades for each position. Ah! So I'm curious. Oh, are you not going to let me look? Oh, you're mean. You're not going to let me look at that, are you? Crap, it's not going to let me look. I was hoping I could see all the grades that we gave, but that unfortunately is not going to come to fruition the way I was hoping. I was going to have to pay for their subscription service or whatever it was. Which is stupid. I hate having to do that.
But a fun draft nonetheless.
Fun draft, and we
Yep.
will be keeping an eye on that while we live stream the draft to see if any of the picks that we made outside of Mendoza are going to be correct. Whether it's by the team that drafted them or if someone traded up into their spot and took them. I'm less worried about the team that took him. I'm more curious about if that player's going to go where we think.
Yeah.
But now,
Well, should we get to some career guessing?
yes,
Let's do it.
Who would like to lead things off this week?
I would like to. My offensive player was undrafted in 2016. I promise I'm not trying to do a bunch of undrafted players. I didn't know he was undrafted until I looked him up.
Sure.
Undrafted in 2016 to the New York Jets. Was there until 2019. Spent 2020 to part of 2022 with the Carolina Panthers. Spent the rest. Yes. Oh, are you just working with your camera?
My camera's acting up. There, that's a little better.
So 2020 to part of 2022 with the Panthers. Spent the last part of 2022 with the Cardinals. Was on the Dolphins for 2023. Then went back and forth between the Dolphins and the Niners from 2023 to 2025. And spent this past year with the Washington Commanders. And this is
Is he on a practice squad? Why is he on so many teams?
he was on the practice squad in San Francisco both times he was there. Every other team he did get to play at least a few downs for them. This is a skill position.
So that's Jets, Panthers, Dolphins,
Jets, Panthers, Cardinals, Dolphins, 49ers,
Cardinals, Dolphins.
Dolphins, 49ers, Dolphins, 49ers, Commanders.
Dolphins, 49ers,
You would-
49ers.
You would definitely remember him most with the Jets and then early with the Panthers.
Sorry, just gotta make one more adjustment to the camera. It literally just died on me for a second.
No, you're good.
The camera's growing. That's what it is.
Come on, camera, work with me here. Thing just decided to die on me. Come on.
It sucks being 6'8", doesn't it, Aaron?
It's not even that.
He's a skill position.
Skill position.
Where was his best season?
His best season, I believe, was okay. So it was in 2020 with the Panthers. That was a Teddy Bridgewater-led Panthers team. 95 receptions, 1,096 yards, and 3 touchdowns.
Oh, is this Robbie Anderson?
AKA now Robbie Chosen. The stupidest name I have ever heard in my life.
I mean, I
Man,
thought
I haven't heard that name in a long time.
I thought Ocho Cinco was bad.
Robbie Anderson, spelled Robby, then he changed it to Robbi, and then was briefly known as Chosen Anderson, then went to Robbie Chosen.
Bro really had like 6 stage names
This was-
before a 1,000-yard season.
This was the stupidest name change I have ever seen, and I thought Josh Allen going to Josh Hines Allen was weird.
Well,
Yeah,
that's not so weird because it's like there's already a Josh Allen who's a superstar in the league.
Uh-huh.
Like, and you're not, yeah, you're not outplaying that Josh Allen.
And then there was Darius Leonard changing it to Shaquille Leonard. They
Yeah,
said,
very strange.
There's been some wild name changes. Ron, not even football, but Ron Artest to Meta World Peace
"Oh,
after Malice in the Palace. Yeah,
okay."
he doesn't spread anything, but he doesn't do world peace. Um. Anyways, Aaron, would you like to go next, or would you like me to go next?
I can go next.
All right.
My guy is a skill position player. Max thing is undrafted players. My thing is the legendary um, return of the 83 draft class or the 2011 draft class.
Okay.
This guy was drafted in the 4th round of 2011. He was a Buck, a Titan, a Falcon, a Titan briefly again on the practice squad, and then a Viking to end off his career.
What year did he retire?
He retired after the 2021 season, or that was his last season playing.
How long was he with the
He,
Bucks?
he was there for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, about 6.5 years. His most notable season there was in 2012. He was mostly a backup at his position, but he had 16 catches, 165 yards, and a touchdown. He was like a blocking tight end.
Oh, I have a guess, and I feel like it's gonna be wrong, but I want to say Luke Stalker.
You are correct.
That
Wow.
long pause was evil.
I didn't know that he was a Titan. I didn't really know that he was a Falcon either. I remember him from my early Madden Mobile days because he was one of the 3 tight ends I would always look at whenever I would go for a Tampa Bay squad. It was Austin Safarian Jenkins. Oh, what was that other guy's name? Brandon Myers and Luke Stalker.
He was a big guy. Great for blocking though. He was 6'5", 253 at the height of his playing career. Big dude. All right, John, who you got for us?
All right. So this man is a linebacker.
Ooh.
Defense first. I like it.
Defense, yes, sir. It wins championships. You guys would know. Um, Trying to figure out how I can word this without giving it away completely. Uh, this man was drafted in 2016 in the 3rd round to Green Bay,
Okay.
wherein he spent from 2016 to 2019.
I know who
And
it is.
then he went to the Giants in
Uh-huh.
2020
Yeah, I know who this is.
and retired in 2021 with the Chargers.
Was he also
I
briefly a Raider? Because there's 2 people that this could be.
No.
Okay, I know who it is.
You said this is a linebacker?
Uh-huh. Oh, wait, hold on. Why am I seeing that? Okay. He either was or is currently a Raven.
Well, regardless, I still know who it is.
I really thought Aaron was gonna get this one first because he was at Utah State.
2016.
Uh-huh. I know you're younger than us, but like
Is it one
you're
of the
wearing the hat.
vigils?
Huh?
Is it one of the
No.
vigils?
No.
No, they were before that. Oh, I know who this is. I can't put. Oh, what's his name? I remember him when he played for the Packers.
Initials KF.
That's right.
Yes,
Kendall Fuller. No.
it's on the tip of my tongue here.
I didn't know he went to Utah State.
Oh,
I
Kyler
didn't
Fackrell.
either.
Uh huh.
Yeah, there you go. There you go. There you go.
See, when
Yeah,
it
I don't
started,
remember him there.
when it started with the Packers to the Giants, I was like, okay, this is Blake Martinez. And then the Chargers got thrown in there, and it threw me for a little loop.
But then Kyler Fackrell.
Mm-hmm.
All
Well,
right, Mac. Who is your defensive player?
so he was drafted in the 4th round. Not an undrafted player. Can't get me there. Drafted in the 4th round of 2015 to the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Was there for the entirety of his rookie contract. Went to the San Francisco 49ers for a year and a half. Then was in New Orleans for a year and a half. Spent 2022 with the Jets, 2023 with the Steelers, and 2024 with the Broncos and then the Lions. He was not on a team last year. He was a Pro Bowler in 2017. And he was the solo tackles leader in 2016.
And what position was this player? Linebacker?
Linebacker. Most notable for his days in Tampa.
Pro Bowler in 2017. See if I can remember the linebackers of that era in Tampa, because it was pre-Super Bowl, pre-Tampa.
It was right in the middle of Jameis Winston's career before his 30-30 year.
That's right. What number did he wear with the Jets?
With the Jets, let me take a look-see here. He wore number 9.
9. That doesn't help.
So his number looks like he wore 2 different numbers in New Orleans, being 58 and then eventually switching to 5.
But most known for his days in Tampa, huh?
Yes.
What
Most
years was he in New Orleans?
20, so he spent part of 2020 and then all of 2021.
And between Tampa and New Orleans, where was he?
San Francisco,
Has he ever made a Pro Bowl?
2017.
Yeah, you already said that. I'm sorry. Uh,
He must have made it as an alternate because he didn't play every game that year.
Is it Quan Alexander?
Yes.
oh, okay. Okay, that's.
It came back
I
to me.
forgot he existed.
Wait a minute. I think I know who it is. I remember when he was with the Bucks. I don't know if I necessarily remember him as maybe faintly remember him as a Niner, and then I do remember him with the Saints.
So when he was in San Francisco, he signed a 4-year, $50 million deal, but then he ended up he got hurt with a pectoral tear, and it kept him out, but then he made a comeback for the Super Bowl that they ended up losing. And then ever since then, he kind of couldn't stay healthy outside of the Jets, and it was just a struggle.
Yeah.
All right. Is it your go or my go?
It's mine. I feel like
Cool.
Mac, you're gonna get this pretty easy, but we'll see. I won't give away the rounder pick because that would give it away. But this player was drafted in 2014, early on. He was a Packer, a Redskin, a Bear, Cowboys practice squad, Niners practice squad, a Raider, and a Broncos practice squad. Secondary.
What were the first two teams again?
Packers and Redskins.
Oh, yeah, I know who this is.
Pro Bowler one time in 2016.
That was it?
I know. Now that Mac knows who it is, John, he was a first round pick.
It was a first round pick
Out of Alabama.
out of what year was he drafted?
2014.
Uh-huh.
Oh boy, who was on the squad then? Go ahead, Mac.
It's haha Clinton Dix.
Yep.
Y'all pulling stuff out of left field. Y'all ain't playing fair.
All right,
That's
John,
good.
who is
That
your
was good.
offensive player?
Okay, so this gentleman was drafted in 2013 out of Florida. He spent from 2013 to 2018 in Washington and then was out with a pretty gnarly concussion in the preseason of 2019 and then went to the Niners afterwards in 2020 where he retired. He's a tight end.
Oh, I know who it is.
I get too many
Oh.
details.
Oh, I know the name. Give me a minute. It'll come to me.
His best season is 2015 where he had 87 receptions for 952 yards and 11 touchdowns.
Yeah,
I remember this.
I think concussions derailed his career quite a bit too.
Yeah, he never played a full season.
His first name is Jordan, correct?
Mm-hmm.
It could be. There's a very good chance it is.
What's the last name? I know who this is. I have his football card. I have like 2 or 3 of his football card, but I can't remember his last name right now.
Actually, looking at his stat line, it's kind of crazy that he never played a full season.
Jordan.
I guess he only had like one really good year. Yeah.
What's his last name? His jersey number was 86. I remember that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. His career stats is 355 receptions, 3,600 yards, 28 touchdowns.
What's the first letter of his last name? This is bugging me.
R.
R.
This is bothering me so much.
It's such like a basic name too.
Jordan R.
I have a creative hint to help him get the name if he wants it.
Give it to me, Mac.
His name, while spelt different, is a piece of a woodwind instrument.
Really? That was your hint.
I said it was
If
creative.
if you don't get it now, Aaron, like no way. No way. Hold on. Give him some time. He's got two of the same letter in his last name.
I give up. Oh, it's
It's
bugging me
it's
so.
Jordan
It's
Reed.
Jordan Reed. It's Jordan Reed. And I even thought the hint was ridiculous and too obvious.
I'm not a woodwind player.
I thought I like gave a very creative layup there.
That wasn't a layup. That was a lob. He just missed the dunk. It's all right, Aaron. It's all right.
That was a good one, John. That was a good one.
Thank you.
I haven't
That
heard
was
that name in years.
Yeah, he very briefly took over for Kittle in 2020 when he went down for a little bit.
yep.
Heck of a player when he was on the field.
Oh yeah.
When he was healthy, he was good. But he was unfortunately never healthy.
Kind of small for a tight end, 6'2", 240.
Yeah.
But I think the smallest,
Smallest tight end ever.
at least from people that we watched, would be Delaney Walker. Because I think he was just 6'1".
Yeah, not huge.
Yeah, no, he's actually he's among the shortest tight ends, not just in the modern era.
But to be that short and still be that good of a tight end, he was a 3-time Pro Bowler in Tennessee. All
Wow.
the years he shared with Mariota. And then
Very impressive.
and then he just couldn't stay healthy after that. All right. Well,
Woodwind instrument.
did any other weird news pop up while we filmed so that way we don't miss it? I really hope nothing cool happens like 5 minutes after I cut recording.
Like it has every time we've recorded.
Pretty much.
I had
Uh,
a coworker try to April Fools me into thinking that AJ Brown got traded to the Rams.
I saw something. Russell Wilson signs 1 year, $45 million fully guaranteed contract with Seattle. Ain't no way.
You guys got sad ones. I got really excited for a second because I thought we traded for AJ Brown. I was really excited for a little
Nope.
bit. And then I looked at the date. I was like, okay.
Nope. You can never trust April Fools.
Oh,
But yeah, as of right now, nothing new.
Nothing at all.
Any other obscure transactions that happened in the last few days at all? Doesn't look like it.
Mac Noltensmeyer has been traded back to Idaho.
it'll take about a month for that transaction to come through. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
hmm
Don't worry, I'm waiting.
Anyways, yeah. Anyways, y'all, Are we ready?
Yeah, we're the
We're ready.
Backseat
All right.
Coaches. Thanks for watching. Check out the gram.
Check out the gram. Yeah, that's kind of all the media we have right now. It's just the gram.
Just bear with us. Next week might not be very interesting.
It might not be. but you're gonna watch anyways because you don't have anything else to do.
Yeah, no, that yeah.
Yeah,
I got nothing. Thanks for watching, guys.
yeah, yeah. Bye.